And over here at the 3 o'clock position on Shattered Temple, we have our green Terran player from the team Mouse Sports. That is ThorZaIN. His opponents at the 12 o'clock position are blue Terran from Hosa. It is Jjakji.
Yes, indeed. So close by air. I'm not sure if this is what ThorZaIN wanted or not. It all depends on kind of what his build was that he had in mind. He probably has 2 in mind because generally things differ quite a bit, whether you're in close by air positions or you're in cross positions. And close by air doesn't necessarily mean he's going to try, a ton of drop play or something like that. It just means that he needs to worry about his opponent being a little bit closer to him. So it can affect things in a number of ways. That's
true. But Jjakji is the kind of player who can just, at the, almost like a flip of a switch, just go, okay, well, yeah, you're right there. That's not that far away by air. So here's a ton of air units and drops, and just deal with it. So
well, Jjakji is one of those Terrans that just knows every style. He just can do everything. I'd say maybe Bio is the weakest TVT that he has, but he makes up for it by never going Bio. So, but he could if he wanted to. He could.
He could totally pull it off too. He's just that good.
I think he could. Yeah.
Well, once again, we see kind of a repeat of the beginning of last game as ThorZaIN is putting down his barracks first. We'll see if he follows with gas on 13 as well.
Yep.
And is not for now. We'll see if it's a little bit delayed. Jjakji, on the other hand, going gas first.
Yep, that's right. So Cloak Banshees did work out. Banshees at least worked out pretty well for him, along with that little push last game. So, you see a lot of players, if something worked the game before, they might try it again the second game to see if they can get 2 wins in a row.
That's very
Using
possible.
The same strat, yep.
Very, very possible. We'll see if ThorZaIN, how he wants to react to that. He is actually scouting close positions by air first, so he'll pick up on his opponent and exactly what he's doing. You'll see the barracks is not constructed yet. So we'll see that orbital command, of course, going to be delayed as a result. And he'll know exactly what his opponent is doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. ThorZaIN, he should know. He's a pro gamer. He should know what's going on. So he'll be expecting some sort of tech-heavy opening. It definitely is going to scout, a little bit more diligently, and it was Banshees last time. So probably see some Marines lined up along the top there. And, yeah, it is going to be a command center first from, command center right after barracks for ThorZaIN. So,
yep,
going for a very aggressive expand here. So not exactly what you would maybe expect from ThorZaIN in this particular situation. Kind of picking a map that has, very specific strategies a lot of times, and then just going for a straight-up macro opening. Kind of trying to maybe confuse his opponent a little bit.
And Jjakji was being very diligent with his SCV, decided to scout around the gold to make sure there are no proxy structures or anything along those lines.
Yep.
And afterwards, there's a reactor coming up for Jjakji, so differentiation in the build right away. This was a tech lab last time, and then as soon as he finished the factory, he moved away and built the starport on that tech lab. But now, it's quite a bit different. In fact, just going ahead and constructing a Hellion for now, so it looks like he is actually going to reactor out a couple of Marines, possibly, not sure.
Yeah, making a couple Marines at the very least. He may decide to switch it over. Hellions are a fairly common response to seeing your opponent go for that command center relatively quickly, because they're just going to have Marines with no upgrades. So if you happen to get a good angle, you can really do a lot of damage if you can eliminate those early Marine forces quickly. So we might see ThorZaIN go for something like that. Oh, but no, he's starting 2 Marines again. Okay, so yeah, just going for a lot more Marines than Hellions. He's got a starport on the way, too. And I'd say I'm going to guess medevac from Jjakji here. I think he's just going to make a little bit of an early push after he softens up some of these Marines.
All right, we'll see if he's able to ferry any units directly inside of ThorZaIN's base as well. Certainly a possibility. Oh, Marine getting a little out of position there, but the bunker's going to finish up pretty soon. ThorZaIN going for a build that we've seen out of him a number of times. He puts up his second barracks, then double gases, then goes into his third barracks after that while investing in his add-ons and such. But he's going to have to watch out because a lot of units are going to make his way pretty quick.
Yeah, ThorZaIN is getting combat shields right away, but it's not going to finish anywhere near in time to fend off this attack from Jjakji. He's just going to have to rely on the units that he has. And let's take a look at that unit counting station right now, just to kind of see what ThorZaIN has to be prepared for this. He's only got 3 Marines right now, as opposed to 7 Marines, 3 Hellions, and a medevac from Jjakji. So this could be a little bit dangerous here. ThorZaIN is trying to catch up in the Marine count, but will it be soon enough? This is such a tense situation for ThorZaIN right now.
All right. Well, of course, he doesn't see the units being ferried inside of his base quite yet, so this is going to be a little bit of a shock to him. He's producing his Marines 3 at a time with a bunch of... Oh, my God. This could be a lot of damage from the Hellions.
Yes, it certainly could be, and everything getting a little bit clumped up because of the angle they have to attack from. This is not looking good for ThorZaIN.
Oh, my God. I think this is just going to kill him right here.
Yeah, this is it. The game's over.
All right. There it is. GG. Wow.